The interview process. Applying for a new job is like running a race. There may be 50 contestants entering the race. Heats will be run, semi-finals will be run, and eventually the final will take place. In the end, only one person can win. It might be a very close finish, but there is always only one winner. Now, bearing this in mind, think carefully when you apply for a new job. 1. Have you ever seen the discus champion line up for the 100-meter sprint heats? No. So why would you then apply for a sales position when you've never worked in sales? 2. If there are 50 participants for the heats, have you ever seen one of them wearing jeans for the heats? Clearly, that participant would put himself at a disadvantage. So why would you then send an email with your CV, but you do not put anything in the subject field or in the body of the email? No introduction. Nothing. You make spelling mistakes, and your CV is a year out of date. Surely the other 49 that then apply for the position will already be at a distinct advantage already. 3. Have you ever seen somebody lining up for the final race, but he's late? Would he not lose? So why report late for your interview? Always be there at least 15 minutes before the time that you are due to meet your future employer. When applying for a job, always bear in mind that you live in an economy where a lot of people are unemployed, have been retrenched, or simply cannot find work. For any normal run-of-the-mill job, the employer would get at least 50 job applications. The manager that needs to fill the position simply does not have the time to interview 50 people. They would probably, at most, see 5 people. So you have a 1 in 10 chance, in this instance, of being called for an interview. The process will not be the same for large companies as for small companies. Large companies deal with human resource departments. They will probably not even see you if you don't have the minimum requirements, and the actual reporting manager will not even have seen your CV. Focus on ensuring that you state that you have the minimum requirements so that HR employees can easily spot this. Remember, they receive thousands of CVs for multiple positions and simply do not have the time or the patience to go through all of them. Small companies might look at you simply because they think your personality might fit, and your CV will probably be seen firstly by the reporting manager. It might be dangerous to apply for positions that you do not have experience in, because they will remember you in the next job application and think that you are desperate. Small companies cannot afford to take a risk on somebody, so for them it is very important to get the correct person from the outset. For this reason, the interview process will be more detailed. Make sure of the following. 1. That you can indeed do the job that is advertised. 2. That you have the necessary experience. If you do not have it, make sure that you sell your personality, because that's the only way they might agree to see you. 3. Make sure your email has a proper introduction, body, and closing. This is the first thing that the company will see. 4. Don't send out the same email to multiple companies, and don't forward emails from previous applications. This is always a sign of a shoddy and lazy individual and will never be well received. Prepare a personalized email for each and every application. 5. Always do research on the company. 6. Make sure your CV is always up to date, not even 1 month out of date. Don't leave any gaps. If you have finished your previous employment 3 months ago, then state that you've been seeking employment for the last 3 months. 7. Include references and make sure that the prospective employer is aware that he can contact your references. This ensures that they know you're confident that your previous work was good and that your ex-employer would be happy to recommend you. 8. Ensure that your Facebook or any other social media platforms are clean and presentable. Employers look at this if they're interested. It can be a negative or a big positive for you. If your personal life on Facebook is private, then ensure that your Facebook profile is set to private. And 9, never mention personal circumstances in your application. This will never go down well. Companies do not care about your personal life. Remember that in your interview, you need to sell yourself. Make sure you know in advance of the interview why you applied for this particular position and why this job is the best for you. You will be asked technical questions based on your knowledge, and you will have to explain why you are the most suitable candidate for the position.